Elden Dogs is a proud member of the Hair of the Dogcast Network. To get bonus episodes of this show, as well as access to many other amazing perks, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast.
And make sure to check out our new podcast, Zombie Dogs, which covers the Resident Evil franchise. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show.
Greetings, Tarnished, and welcome to another exciting episode of Elden Dogs, your favorite podcast about Elden Ring and every fucking weapon in the game and how we feel about them in Elden Ring. I do have a confession before we go further. My name really isn't Ansbach. My name is Brad.
What?
Yep, this might be a shock. If it sounds like my voice is similar to Gideon, who has hosted the show before, I'm not related. That's a different person, but... yes, my name is Brad.
Plot twist of the century.
Yes.
Well, in the sense of fairness, then, my name is not Lady Freya.
What?
My name is Tyler.
Still cute.
I am just as cute, if not cuter, than Lady Freya.
Hot take. I stand by it.
Yep. A lot of work goes into this.
Yeah, it's not an accident.
No, I do. This is on purpose.
His high life that he just opened is about ready to hit the table, much like the pen ink of the last episode.
That was weird. I don't know what happened with that.
We have survived. Yes, this is Armaments Part 3, the weapons of Elden Ring. And yes, it's fun. We like weapons. We like stabby. We like pokey. We like slashy. And we're going to jump right into it.
We got axes.
Yes, we have axes. Now, axes, heavy weapons that can be wielded with one hand. They are best used in close combat and provide a wide variety of attacks. Significantly better at breaking enemies' guards and stances than swords. Ill-suited to dual wielding, but you look fucking badass sometimes when you do it.
Yep, you gotta think about the drip sometimes.
Yes, and if there's a madman just running at you with two axes, if my pants are shit, like if I shit my pants, then I won't fight as good.
That's true. Plus, instantly more scary. Two weapons is always scarier than one weapon.
Yes, that's just a fact. Poor candidates for status effect based builds, however. So if you want to just be a brute motherfucker, axes are the way to go. We have 17 of them. We're going to start with a hand axe. It's more commonly known as a hatchet, a work tool. Moveset is significantly faster than the normal axe moveset. Now, much like the real world, the plain axe that's around your house in the backyard is not the best axe you'll use. You can kill people with it.
Yeah.
I've seen it on movies.
It takes some effort.
But it can work.
Yeah.
So it's low on the ranking.
But on coolness, it is very cool. Plus the word hatchet sounds cool.
Yeah. I think it was a shitty book I had to read in middle school.
Oh, man, I haven't thought about that.
Gary Paulson, maybe?
Probably. About the kid alone.
I think I saw my older brother's copy of the book. Brian, let us know.
Next up, we have the battle axe at number 16. Capable of power attacks due to its heft. So it's just a hefty battle axe, run-of-the-mill, standard battle axe.
Nothing special there. Number 15, we got the forked hatchet.
I didn't know that this was an axe.
Falls under the axe category anyways. 50, blood loss buildup. The light axe moveset still applies while using it as an offhand weapon, which can be used in conjunction with weapons that have innate bleed, such as the vulgar malicious saw, to rapidly inflict bleed buildup while staggering the enemies. Only a 2% drop rate, and I don't like that I don't like the look of the forked tongue hatchet as well. It's looks like a little fire poker or something like that. I'm not into it.
Honestly, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that it's a 2% drop. That makes it a lot more special.
It's rare.
I used it a little bit in one of my bleed builds because it's important to try out all the different types of weapons. I feel like I always get shoehorned into like a specific type because I like the move set and I'm used to it, and change is scary.
It's true. I definitely try to not fall into the same old habits. I'm doing a playthrough of Suikoden 2 this time, and I'm using characters I've never used before. because there are like 60 characters in that game that you can play as. So I'm like, you should use someone else.
Yeah.
I have a major hottie crew. It's pretty good.
Variety is the spice of life. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that really means because change is scary. So I don't agree with it, but in terms of trying new weapons, yes.
Well, in the Midwest, we have a saying, ketchup and ranch are the spice of life.
Yes, wholeheartedly.
That's it. Now, if you bring hot sauce to the cookout in South Dakota, you're actually kicked out. They send you to jail.
That's too spicy. Tabasco, get out of here.
Yeah, the horses will come with the police officers, and you're going to jail.
Number 14, we have the Forked Tongue Hatchet Special Edition. So if you pre-ordered your Forked Tongue Hatchet, this is the one you get instead.
The DLC bonus.
50 blood loss buildup, just like its less special younger brother. Unique skill, Dragon Form Flame. Spew fire from a dragon form maw, sweeping in a frontward arc. The flames on the ground will continue to burn for some short time. Identical to the fire breather skill, if used with no FP, no flames will come out, but the user still performs a confused animation.
Which I like that.
And he's like, what did I do?
The fuck?
Fire no go?
I'm out of batteries?
The fuck?
I'm out of batteries.
I need to eat more Flamin' Hot Cheetos is what it is.
Yeah. I can't do a Chester Cheetah impression.
I don't think he ever talks.
Ooh, cheesy.
Oh, he does talk.
There was a Chester Cheetah SNL commercial the other day with Jack Black, where Jack Black starts like making, I think, everything spicy, and Chester Cheetah's like, slow down, dude.
You're going off the deep end.
Yeah.
You make one Steve's Lava Chicken, and then you run with the idea.
That Minecraft movie, there was a discussion at work today about it. I'm like, this is weird. Yeah.
About how they're tearing up the theaters.
Well, someone said, I think Jack Black is overrated and not funny. And then the rest of the table was like, whoa. You back all the way up.
You go sit in the porta potty on timeout.
And then they hit like the main ones, Tropic Thunder. And I brought in like some deep cuts. Like, what about Saving Silverman?
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda? Kung Fu Panda 2?
What about 3?
Kung Fu Panda 3? Kung Fu Panda 4?
What's that one movie he's in with John Cusack?
High Fidelity?
Yeah. He's good in High Fidelity.
He's great in everything. Neverending Story 3, forget about it. He plays the villain.
He was great as Bowser.
Yeah, great as Bowser. But yeah, Forked Tongue Hatchet, I do like the ability to spit fire. That's a plus. Number 13, this weapon before it got kind of nerfed would have been maybe a little higher, but the Ice Rind Hatchet. It's a special weapon. Frost-coated blade from Castle Sol, one of my favorite places. This is also known as a freezing fog. The blade is thought to be a dragon scale, which that's fun. They must have stole it from the old ice dragon up there in the lake. A Geel? I forget its name. No, I forget. 65 frostbite buildup. And of course, it has the standard deals plus 20% damage against dragons and plus 10% damage against ancient dragons. And it comes with Hoarfrost Stomp. People like that.
I love it.
Yep. It used to be a very effective way of handling the Godskin duo, but this skill was somewhat nerfed.
It's still, for mobs, it's still good. It's got a big area of effect, kind of a cone of effect, and it does stagger lesser mobs pretty nice. Like mid-attack, if you hit them with it, it'll interrupt their attack.
I like Frost. I like sending ice at things.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I never used it until recently because I have it on one of my bleed builds as just like another weapon I use.
Yeah.
I forget what I put it on, but it does come in handy in a pinch still. Number 12, we have the Celebrant's Cleaver. Cleaver decorated with many colored fabrics, which I'm intrigued.
Also, those fabrics might be made somewhat from the skin of gods.
Which makes them special. Is that Gucci?
Is that Gucci? No, that's Jesus. Sorry, that's the only God I had on hand, folks.
Well, Easter did just happen.
Yeah.
Ceremonial tool used by dancers during the festivities of Dominulia.
I go Diminula.
Diminula.
It's different every time I say it.
In the Windmill Village.
It's with the crazy ladies. This is their cleaver for cutting up men and gods and making them into trousers.
Sounds like it'll be in the next Ari Aster movie.
I'm in.
Each successful hit grants 10 runes to the player. This value is not improved by upgrading the weapon or charging attacks. And I'll tell you what, 10 runes, you might as well do nothing.
Yeah, it's like when you see a penny on the ground, you're like, I'm not going to bend over.
It costs me more energy to pick up a penny. than the penny would be good for.
Depending on the neighborhood, I'll pick up a nickel.
That's true. Well, the penny, though, if it is heads up, I will pick it up.
I don't believe in that voodoo bullshit.
I need every good luck charm I can get.
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
I go through, you know how much salt I go through?
A lot.
Just fucking, my floor is covered, just tossing it over. Left shoulder, right shoulder? Doesn't matter, right?
I just think it does.
I think it's left shoulder.
I think it's right shoulder.
That would explain.
I'm going to make sure you're fucked up, though, every time you do it now.
The Celebrant's Cleaver sounds really cool. I wish I could get one because I've slaughtered these ladies a whole bunch, but it's 0.5% drop rate, which is rare.
It's brutal. They also are dropping the rib rake, and
I got the rib rake.
the rib rake is cool sounding. But this is a rare drop and ultimately not worth it, but I need it because I need everything.
Yeah.
So I have it. Number 11, the Smith script axe. This executes a strong attack or jumping strong attack to throw the axe. You might have heard of Kratos. If you want to do a God of War build, this is part of it most likely. Otherwise, you can also do the magma sword whips.
Yeah.
That's fine too, but throwing the axe is very Ragnarok. It's very Valhalla, whatever the fuck that game is.
It would be cool if it came back.
Yes. Has a longer range than most Smith script weapons, but damage is heavily affected by effective range. Try throwing your axe over there, Tarnished.
No, go get it.
Go get it now. There's no stupid puzzles in this game. It's just fucking great. Yeah, Dad, try doing that. That was a bad Loki, then.
The moment you walk into like Stormvale, it's like, you should kill him, brother.
That's a bad guy.
Thank you. Thank you. I was unsure. Jawbone axe at number 10. Axe made from a herbivore's skull. Weapon of the...
Fuck herbivores.
Dude.
Go eat a burger.
Yeah. Touch
'em.
grass.
Yeah.
They eat it. So
Oh, I don't eat meat.
Weapon of the ancestral followers who disdain metal. This axe is more of a bludgeoning weapon. It forgoes its bladed edge, instead using a beast's molar teeth to buffet foes. Buffet.
Yeah. Yeah. You're beating enemies with a herbivore's molar.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It deals strike damage instead of probably slash damage, I would imagine most axes do.
It's very peak. Like it's not high in like the utility, but it's very high in the I'm beating something with a molar scale.
Like I've said a million times on the show, if I can beat an enemy with part of and or another enemy,
yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
There's I think a new subclass in Baldur's Gate 3 that's very much about like throwing things and like strong like barbarian that throws stuff build, and I'm very into that idea.
Yeah, because you can start throwing dudes at other dudes, and that's when the game really gets fun.
Yeah.
2% drop rate on the Jawbone axe, so not terrible, but also not great at all.
Not great at all. Number 9, we have the Sacrificial Axe. This is used in ancient sacrificial rite by the Deathbirds. Restores 4 FP per enemy killed in the vicinity of the player while they have this weapon equipped. And that, that means something. I do appreciate those ancient Deathbirds. And this is a fine little axe. I do like making sacrifices at the end of the day. But ultimately, there's some bangers coming up, so fuck it.
Like number 8, Death Knight's Twin Axes, which is a special weapon.
You like this?
Yes, this is I used on one of my builds quite a bit.
Yeah, you do.
My main build, actually, opposite of my Blasphemous Blade. Golden War Axes of the Death Knight also deal lightning damage, and it's a paired weapon, which just also gets it going. You switch it, and all of a sudden I got 2 of them. Boom, boom. Love it. Unique skill, the Blink Bolt Twin Axe is...
Big fan.
I haven't used it in a long time, so I don't know if they nerfed it at all, but it was kind of OP when the DLC dropped because you can cover a large portion of distance with the follow-up attack.
It's so stylish. It's so cool to like just blink ahead. Oh, I'm behind you now.
Yeah, and then you spin slash. It's awesome. So
it's like Anthony Hopkins in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Oh, I'm over here now. I almost did a fucking Kratos or God of War. Dude. What's the head's name?
Mesmer?
No,
that's Elden Ring.
Tarnished.
Blink Bolt is great. From a low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at a furious speed. Strong attack performs a lightning charge spinning slash as a follow-up. The follow-up, though, is kind of tricky to master. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to even realize that I had it. I thought it was just a blink attack.
Yeah.
And it was good, but I was like, this ain't great. The follow-up attack is what really butters my bread on this, is why I keep using it and why I keep going back to it. Provides no iframes if used without FP, though.
Hilarious.
Which just is like a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. Well, that's like me trying to run uphill when I have no energy. It's going to be embarrassing. No one's going to want to watch that.
But you'll get there.
Yeah. It's cool. As far as like paired axes, this is some of the coolest ones, but we do have some other cool options here. Like number 7, we have the Ripple Blade. This is used by the Froggy Albinarix, the little round heads. Its attack power is greatly enhanced with one's arcane attribute, which is uncommon, like the innate arcane special weapon. This weapon and the Ripple Crescent Halberd are primarily for using status greases because of their S scaling in arcane.
Damn.
So if you got some grease lightning, throw it on there. The Ripple Blade has better status grease buildup than the Ripple Crescent Halberd, but has abysmal reach and an inherently worse moveset. Also, the extra status is overkill in PvP because both weapons already apply sleep and poison in just 2 hits with their respective drawstring greases. So yeah, it's a greasy weapon for little froggy lovers.
I would use it.
Yeah.
I'm never going to play PvP, so that's not really anything that I care about. But
I need to remind myself to use more grease.
I'm greasing it up all the time.
Yeah.
I love grease. I love pots. I think one of the reasons I like it is because I like crafting.
Yeah.
And this game has a pretty good crafting system, especially when you realize like what you need and you start remembering without having to look at the ingredients every time.
Yeah.
And you pick up so much shit in the game that I don't know what the fuck it does for so long.
Yeah.
That when I start identifying a large plethora of items in the world, it makes it feel like I'm not just hoarding junk.
You're becoming a wizard.
Yeah, you're becoming a wizard, Harry.
And as an archer build, what I wind up doing is killing all of the super innocent animals because I just need beast bones. So I'm out here, fuck this bird, fuck this deer. Oh, that's a cute squirrel. Fuck you. And I'm just constantly just sharpening bones into arrows, but I need them. It's expensive. Archery builds require a lot of crafting.
Yeah, the grind for the bones is really kind of gets overwhelming at times.
It can be overwhelming, yeah.
Well, next at number 6, we have Mesmere Soldier's Axe, a favorite of those who lost themselves utterly in their Lord's War, capable of performing powerful charge attacks. This weapon shares a moveset with the Warped Axe, which utilizes both blades of the axe for the faster follow-up attack, which I like that. Speed is going to get me hard every single time. The charged heavy attacks of this weapon have a higher motion value than other axes, true to the weapon's description. This usually leads to the axe's charged attacks dealing the most damage in its class, despite having lower attack power than some other axes. So this is one that you're just going to maybe rely on the heavy attack, and you're going to look mighty cool doing it because it's not a bad design for the actual art of the weapon.
And if you're doing Shadow of the Erd Tree and want to try some new weapons, this might be one of the earlier ones you find, and it is a fun weapon. Number 5, Orosis's Axe. This is a special weapon, the Usher of Death, Orosis, who shows the path of the catacombs throughout the lands between. You know that statue that's always like pointing where they're secretly hidden? He is the Usher, and also this deals magic damage to the axe. Unique skill, though, is Orosis's Summons, where you raise the axe aloft to summon those who live in those lost in death. These skeletons will appear at a distance and attack in tandem before vanishing. This skill, its usefulness can vary. The skill does have hyper armor. It has a poise multiplier of 2. It actually reduces poise damage taken by 0.5, but for all intents and purposes, it multiplies your poise by 2 and gets 30 poise from the axe itself. That's a very effective weapon, and the fact that it does some magic damage is a little bow on top.
Yeah, and I think it's the only axe that has magic damage innate on it.
That we've talked about, yeah, I think you're right. Because axes are not for magical people. It is for
smashing.
Oonga boonga smashing skulls.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 4, we have the Stormhawk Axe, which is a special weapon.
It looks cool.
Resembles a hawk.
Yeah.
Signature weapon of warriors who strive to remain one with the storm, despite being so far from their place of birth. That's
There, yeah.
You got that fire.
The storm is still inside of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unique skill, Thunderstorm. Imbue the armament's wing blade with lightning and swing it around to create a tempestuous lightning storm. Follow up with an additional input to perform up to 2 spinning attacks. The lightning will stay on the blade for quite a while, actually. Adds 120 base lightning damage for 40 seconds.
Yeah.
This sounds super dope.
Very cool.
And it looks cool.
Very cool. Yes, indeed. And, man, it looks like a Stormhawk. I don't want to fight Stormhawks. They have little blades on their feet, but big fan of Stormveil. I think that in its heyday, it was probably one of the coolest castles in the Lands Between. Now, Godric doesn't do a lot of upkeep.
No, he's neglecting his chores quite a bit.
Yeah, he fired the landscaper.
The castle is literally rotting.
There's something in the basement that someone should get looked at.
I bet all he has to do, replace his sub pump, and he'll be fine.
Yeah. Put one of those arms to work there, buddy.
You got enough of them.
Yeah. It's the arms to spare. The number 3, the Highland Axe. Single-sided axe used by warriors of the Highlands. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about being fancy. It's about being a fucking axe for Highlanders. This passively increases the damage of roars by 10% and stacks with a roar medallion, but does not stack with another Highland axe. You can't be carrying around 20 Highland axes just getting fucking buffs, The roar ability does not need to be equipped to this weapon in order for the buff to take effect. It can be applied from the offhand. Just a simple, very effective axe.
You're going to scream at somebody, and then you're going to bonk them.
Yeah.
And you rinse and repeat.
That's what we want to do.
This is what the axes were made for. That exact way of fighting.
Yeah.
Number 2, we have the Iron Cleaver.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
It's pretty cool.
Large meat cleaver used by the Misbegotten. It looks kind of sinister. Looks like something you'd see in like Alice in Wonderland, The Madness Returns.
Is that a video game or a horror movie?
I think it's a book and a video game.
Okay.
It was an Xbox 360 game that I played a lot of.
If Tim Burton had the balls to make an R-rated movie, this
would be.
The Misbegotten with the cleaver would be in there.
Yeah. Played by the guy from Wilfred again.
Yeah, that fucker from Charlie's Angels too.
Yeah. Steeped in resentment, these weapons are swung wildly and relentlessly, often after rushing up 2 foes. Yeah, because a meat cleaver doesn't scream, I have technical finesse with this weapon. It screams, I'm unhinged. I just smoked a pound of crack and I'm coming at you.
Yeah, it's like I don't think Leatherface went to chainsaw fighting school.
No, but he dances with that thing like he's dancing with like the king's daughter.
It is beautiful.
In an elegant waltz.
And this Iron Cleaver, they're coming at you. They're just swinging all crazy like. And great, yeah, you're not going to stop me. But I'm going to take that cleaver and probably do the exact same thing you did because it looked fun.
This weapon has a unique moveset shared with the Celebrant's Cleaver that we just talked about a few minutes ago. The R1 attack is a fast, close-range series of chopping attacks that do not have the same wide arcs as other axes, but hit slightly faster. That is my jam. I like that.
Into that.
The R2 attack, however, is a forward-running overhead chop. A second R2 will give you another overhead chop, but no extra run. Useful for following up on staggered enemies. Charging the attack will cause you to run a very significant distance, offsetting this weapon's otherwise weak range and allowing for some aggressive offense. So that actually has quite a bit of usefulness in combat. You got basically 3 different ways you can play that.
Yeah, it's this is number 2. This is a pretty good one.
We're getting there, yeah. This is the specialized moveset makes it play extremely different than a typical axe type weapon. The run up from the charged strong attack is long enough that you can initiate the move from a relatively safe distance while maintaining the high damage of the charged attack. Paired with the axe talisman, it can make for an extremely lethal weapon even at high levels. However, 2% drop rate, so it's tough to get your hands on this bad boy.
And Misbegotten, I don't want to get too close to them generally, especially the big ones.
Yeah, they will be a pain in your ass.
$1 million smile, though. Number 1 in the axe category, we have the Warped Axe. Oversized, double-headed axe with a bizarre, almost melted appearance. Brute strength is the only thing required to wield this weapon, which appears to have taken quite the beating itself. The strength scaling for this weapon is abnormally high across all of its infusions. That's right. Grease it how you want, infuse it how you want, make those affinities, play to your strengths. This weapon has status buildup values consistent with Greataxes on the cold, poison, and blood infusions, which are markedly higher than those of the other regular axes. As such, it is a great choice for builds trying to utilize those status effects. With Occult Infusion, this weapon offers B scaling on Strength and Arcane. While it lacks the status effect buildup, it offers high attack rating and decent scaling without any investment on Dexterity, making it suitable for Strength Arcane builds as well. It's just all the way around the most effective axe if you want to have an adaptable playstyle. It's just obscenely powerful. And unfortunately, a 4% drop rate from Omens. That's one of my most feared enemies. I just don't like them.
Yeah, they're a pain in the dick.
They follow me up ladders. Those ladders don't look like they're structurally can handle that.
I don't want to spend that much time in the sewer.
No. Anytime I see an omen, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough when the drop is so small on enemies that I don't like fighting. Because like when I tried to get the little cat helmet thing, the gargoyle one,
Yep.
shaped like a cat, I can fight those little fuckers all day.
Because you hate them. And whereas omens,
I hate them, but they're difficult.
well, and I hate that I have to kill them because they weren't given a good opportunity at life.
Yeah, it is kind of beaten up on. It's punching below your weight class.
Sorry, dogs, but I want that axe.
That's all of the hand axes, the twin axes, whatever you want to call them. Because next we're going up to great axes.
That's right.
What makes a great axe different than a regular axe? It's great.
I'm guessing it's big.
It's bigger.
It's like an axe, but big.
It's like a big axe.
Yeah.
Great axes can deal large amounts of raw damage and can easily break guards, but they have slow attacks, leaving users vulnerable. Will require a high strength stat to wield. They truly shine, however, when you start getting into those charged attacks, those heavy attacks. That's where you're really going to see a lot of the damage output on these bad boys. And we'll start with number 14, Gargoyle's Great Axe. Next.
You're boring. We don't like you. Number 13, Gargoyle's Black Axe. Special. Also deals holy damage, making it just barely cooler than the stupid Gargoyle's Great Axe. Next.
Number 12, Winged Greathorn, which is a special weapon. Distinctive horn suffused with the power of ancestral spirits. Unique skill is the Soul Stifler, which is...
I also actually just prefer it at American Pie, the Soul Stifler.
I almost said that. Almost said that. Yeah.
The Soul Stifler.
The Soul Stifler. It's going to go after your mother. Probably pee in your drink.
Well, he'll pee in your drink, but the Stifler has the great mom.
No. Oh, yeah, Stifler's mom is the MILF.
Jennifer
That's
Coolidge.
Right.
That was the birth of her when she was a MILF 40 years ago.
Damn. Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, after you're done being the life of the party here as the Soul Stifler, the unique skill here is going to raise the Great Horn's wings to summon a soul-sapping miasma.
Yeah.
Enemies in the affected area will temporarily suffer from reduced defensive, which
it's like you let out a huge fart or something.
it clears the room.
Actually, instead of a fart, that's a little too crass. I imagine the worst smelling burp, and it's a loud one.
Yeah. Like rumbles the ground.
Lowers the defenses. If I can taste the chips that you ate an hour ago, there's a problem.
There's I think in the South
My
Park
soul
game,
is sapped.
I think in the South Park game, burping is actually a defense lowering ability.
You're probably right.
On skill use, it creates a zone that A, stays wherever it was cast. So it's not a movement-based skill. Wherever you throw it is where it's going to be. So if you're taking notes, probably good for a cramped area.
Yeah.
Force those enemies to go through it. The cloud lasts for around 10 seconds. The effect lasts for 60 seconds, however. That's pretty neat. The burp lingers after they smell it. Places a debuff on any enemy within the zone during its duration. Refreshes the debuff timer on any enemies within the zone if the enemy is already affected by the debuff and the skill is cast again, or if they re-enter the zone. Pretty neat. Does stack with Frostbite, increasing damage against affected targets by a total of 38%, and can be used on sleeping enemy without waking them up. However, it is not silent and will draw enemy attention if you are sneaking behind them.
Stifler.
Oof.
Soul Stifler.
That's a very complicated skill there.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on to it. And number 11, we got the Putrescence Cleaver. This is the weapon of the Putrescent Knight, a great cleaver of hardened putrescence affixed to an arch fashioned from human bones. Gains power from the wielder's arcane attribute. I always like arcane weapons because I'm out there farming for these stupid low drop rates. And this is made from hardened putrescence, so it might be from something alive. 55 frostbite buildup, and it also deals magic damage. The unique skill, the spinning guillotine, where you hold the putrid blade at both ends and arch body backwards to deliver a powerful overhead chop. That's going to be a chop. Repeated inputs deliver follow-up attacks for as long as stamina allows. Strong attack performs a leap forward by a spinning attack. Repeated inputs allow for continuous spinning, consuming stamina and 7 FP per input. Very cool looking attack. You remember the Putrescence Knight using this on you, so it's fun to use it yourself. The Putrescence Cleaver's shape is based on the mezzaluna, Italian for half moon, a kitchen tool with a curved blade and a handle on each end, used for cutting and mincing ingredients by rocking side to side.
So fun.
Yes, and it's a cool looking weapon. Sadly, it's not as effective as I'd like it to be, but I do appreciate it.
If you're doing your Chef Boyardee build, this would be a weapon you could use.
Good luck finding a hat that looks proper, though.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I'm going to mod it. Number 10, one near and dear to my heart, the Rusted Anchor.
Yeah, it's just a rusted anchor.
I can't believe this is a great axe and not a hammer, though.
It's also just a colossal weapon.
It is, okay, so picture a ship's anchor. Mm-hmm. That's it.
You got it.
It's not the 2-1, not like the 2-horned one that you see on tattoos, but it's got 4.
Yeah, the 2 would be probably more practical.
Yeah, then it would kind of look like a great axe. This has 4 bits coming off of it, so it's weird. Each of its 4 flukes is thick and sharp, enabling piercing attacks, while the Tarnished left the lands between with their lord. One boat alone was said to have been left behind, and I'm guessing this must be the anchor from the boat.
Forgot my phone. Can you just wait?
Please.
They left.
I guess I'm stuck here now.
I do like that I learned that the 4 prongs of an anchor is called a fluke. Those are flukes. We just learned that, so that's exciting.
If I would have waited 10 seconds before I tried to describe what it looked like, I would have known that too.
Next time. And I watched a YouTube video where weapon professionals that know how all weapons work, they know ancient medieval weapons, they're like, this is good. This one looks actually pretty good. That's actually fairly accurate. They got to the rusted anchor and he's like, well, it's not wrong how they're using it. It's impractical and it's kind of dumb, but I mean, if you were going to use an anchor, you'd probably use it like that. Which was pretty funny.
I've seen a lot of people it's used in a lot of different builds, and I wouldn't say speed runs, but like challenge builds. Yeah. I see this one featured a lot.
Mm-hmm. Number 9, we have the butchering knife. This is the weapon of the ogress Anastasia, known to have eaten countless Tarnished while disguising as a finger maiden.
Love that.
That's a straight up horror movie.
Again, Netflix. Well, don't let Netflix do it.
When you see a Tarnished priestess in the water, and then she's eating another Tarnished or something,
like fucking Pennywise.
Yeah. And then they take the arm and they wave at you with it.
Yeah, big old smile.
Hitting an enemy restores 1% HP per hit, regardless of speed of the attack. As such, certain arts such as wild strikes or backstabbing hits twice are much more effective than usual. Has the lowest strength requirement of all Great Axe class weapons. It is a big fucking butchering knife, and the restoring health does a lot to make it more viable. And it's a little flashy, so you could do a lot worse.
Anything that makes me feel like I'm playing in a horror movie, I'm going to like.
I'm going to be drawn
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that resembles some sort of like kitchenware, also, I'm going to be drawn to it for some reason. And a giant butcher knife is right down my alley.
Yeah.
What else is not down my alley, because I've used this weapon and I just really don't care for it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not good with it, is the number 8 Axe of Godric, special weapon. Godric's great axe, the golden battle axe, is emblazoned with the figure of a beast representing the strength of Godfrey, first Elden Lord and patriarch of the golden lineage. Unique skill on this bad boy is I command thee, kneel.
That's pretty good. I got chills.
I was practicing. Repeatedly smash the axe of Godric into the ground, unleashing 2 earth-shattering shockwaves. Follow up with an additional input to produce a 3rd shockwave. I just feel like the animation for the unique skill takes too long, and I could never get the timing down on it.
Yeah.
And the stat requirements really high on strength, which forces me to play more of a strength build, which I haven't done one of those in a minute.
Yeah, and the problem is you're going to get this weapon before you have the stats to use it. So you wind up, it gets lost in the shuffle a little bit. You forget, because at this point, you probably, when you do have the ability to use it, you have 10 other weapons that sound cool too. The Axe of Godric, it is just like a pretty classic big great axe. I'm just not a great axe user as well. I'd rather have something with more reach if I'm going to use a slow lumbering weapon. But Godric, I do appreciate my boy.
This was the first weapon I got in Night Rain, though.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy using it in there.
Yes, and if you're listening to this on the main feed, Night Rain has probably been out for a while, so I hope we all loved it. I don't know what to expect still.
Yeah, next month. Yeah, May, right?
Yeah, it's going to be May.
Yeah, it's gonna be May.
And number 7, the Bonnie Butchering Knife. This is an outsized butcher's cleaver used to dismember human bodies in the making of the great jars stored in the jails.
Used by LeBron James' son.
Oh, yes, the Brawny Butchering
I always
Knife.
call it the Brawny, like the Brawny Village, the Brawny Butchering Knife. It just makes me laugh.
I heard he almost scored 2 points the other day.
Dude, I think he might have actually made a bucket.
Good for him. No pressure being LeBron James's son. This weapon, the Bonnie Butchering Knife, shares an identical appearance with the standard butchering knife from the base game, in addition to possessing the same attack rating, guard rating, stat requirements, weight, FP cost, and HP restoration effect. What sets it a little bit apart, though, is the unique skill Hone Blade. Now, this performs a stroking action
Heyo.
while you look at someone deep in the eyes.
Unbreaking eye contact.
It's called a Louis C.K.
It's the slow jerk.
Yes, honing its cutting edge and increasing the amount of HP recovered. The greater potentates treasure the tools of their practice. This will increase damage by 6% and increase the amount of HP restored on hit from the weapon to 1% of the user's max HP per hit. So hone that blade. This makes it a lot more viable. I don't like using weapons used in cutting up good people and to make jars, but I like to restore my health.
That is true.
So
Again, this is another kitchen build because honing a knife is something you should do every time you're about to do a bunch of prep work.
My favorite is the Colossal Cheese Grater.
Oh, dude, that'd actually be pretty fucking dope.
Yep, and unique skills where you actually do like a cartwheel and you grate someone on the way down.
That would be pretty dope. I would play with that.
Yeah.
Number 6, Long Haft Axe. Weapon of the Misbegotten. Compared to other great axes, this weapon has the highest hyper armor modifier when two-handing. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Two-handing.
It requires two-handing.
2% drop rate, however. I mean, if you're going to use a great axe and you're not leveled for it, you're going to be two-handing it anyway. And if you're using a great axe, you probably don't have a shield because these bad boys weigh a bunch. So you're probably going to be two-handing it. So not a bad little perk for that guy right there. Hyper armor.
Nice little reach. Number 5, we're going to get the Great Omen Killer Cleaver. The blade of this huge, loathsome cleaver comprises a row of amputated omen horns.
Sign me up.
That's hardcore.
I would pre-order this.
I would get the full life-size replica.
Oh my god,
The collector's edition. Due to good strength scaling and blood loss buildup, this weapon works exceptionally well with the occult affinity. 55 blood loss buildup. It's big, it's scary, it's effective. Blood loss buildup, that's all you need to know.
Blood loss on a great axe too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times you'd have to hit to proc that, but still scary.
Still scary.
Number 4, the Crescent Moon Axe. Specializes in sweeping through foes by making use of its very long handle. Its R2 attack is a sweeping horizontal slash that you can follow up with another horizontal slash. It can hit multiple enemies, which means that this is a good source of AoE damage.
Yep.
Take out some mobs with this bad boy. 3rd highest attack rating of all the great axes, although it is number 4, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Fairly good reach for a great axe, which is pretty nice. And I've never used that weapon. I don't even think I've ever picked it up.
Yeah. It's good if you give it a fair shake. It's a little less flashy than some, so it might get overlooked. And speaking of less flashy, number 3, the Great Axe.
I like how in all of these lists, the title axe, the title hammer, the title sword is typically in like the top 5 anyway.
Yeah, it does because it was perfect the first time. churching it up isn't going to make it any different. Joe Dirt, you are exactly the way you're supposed to be. Don't put an accent on the, don't, Dirte.
Because, you know, if you try to church up Joe Dirt, you know what you get?
Joe Dirte.
Kid Rock.
Ew. Now I'm just thinking about branding them cut off shorts. That's a line from the film. Number 3, Great Axe. It's akin to a huge lump of iron. Cool. It's a fucking just, what did you expect? It's a big fucking axe. Weapon of choice by the Badlands Chieftains. It's got Barbaric Roar as its default skill, which increases attack rating by 10% and changes heavy attack into a 3-hit combo. The Great Axe notably has the highest base damage / damage per swing among the great weapon class for builds with less than or equal to 80 strength. Charged heavy attacks cause enormous damage per swing, especially when using the Axe Talisman in the Spiked Cracked tier. The damage comes at the cost of slightly lower attack speed, making chained attacks more difficult than great swords and maces. This weapon can be rather effective against large, slow enemies with high HP, and can be equipped with only 20 strength at two-handed. It's just a super effective weapon with a lot of great utility. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Number 2, we got the Executioner's Great Axe. Already like the name. Bulky cleaver welded to a long haft.
It's bulky.
It's bulky, it's brawny.
It's a bulky cleaver.
Said to have been used to dispatch the remnants of defeated armies, felling them like timber. Longest reach, 115 crit.
Substantial.
That is insane. Base drop is 4% at 100 discovery.
Yeah.
This is tough. How long did it take you to get this?
We don't talk about those things because it makes people sad, and it makes me realize I should do more with my time.
It took Brad a long time, I'm guessing.
Not as long as making this outline.
Oh, I believe that.
This outline took
this outline. We've been talking out of this same outline for like 6 episodes now.
It's insanity. I have an entire book's worth of stuff.
We should publish it.
I couldn't because a lot of it's just stolen from Facts Your Life or the Strategy Guide. Yeah, Executioner's Great Axe. Very good. Number 1, the Death Knight's Long Haft Axe. It's a special weapon, wielded by the Death Knights. Bears a representation of a decayed golden ring. Crackles with lightning, the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Also deals lightning damage. It's just a giant axe, and it's very fast. It's a quick attack, and with the lightning damage as well. The unique skill, Blink Bolt, long-hatted axe from a low stance. The body is transformed into a bolt of lightning. Charges straight ahead at fulgurous speed. Strong attack performs a lightning charge leaping slash. So you get a fair amount of movement too, which is nice. The Great Axes are generally going to be a little slower and not as good for covering terrain or dodging. And this actually kind of gets the best of both worlds and major flair.
Yeah, they say that it is much better than the twin axes.
Yeah.
Anybody who likes that build, they usually say they like this weapon particularly more than the twin axes. It does more damage.
And it's more staggering. It's just kind of a little bit of everything.
It took me a while to get to it because I couldn't find it because I wasn't looking anything up at the time, and I just kept looking for it. And then when I finally got it, I was so pumped, but
eventually you do just have to look things up.
I was so used to the twin axes, I just stuck with them.
Yeah.
Next up, we have hammers. A hammer is a hammer.
Yes. But this hammer I emblazoned with the Hammer Man on the side. And I also drew a lightning bolt on it. So now it's the Hammer of Lightning.
Powerful but slow attacks, capable of crushing nearly any defense. Deal more stance damage than axes, but less stamina damage. Which, I mean, you do enough damage in fewer hits. You don't really need that stamina damage. Renowned for their effectiveness against heavily armored enemies, as well as destroying shields and breaking guards.
And breaking bones and smashing shins.
Yeah, hammers are cool. Another one of these categories where I just don't really use them all that often. There's a few on this list that I have used extensively, but...
Bludgeoning. Bludgeoning is cool.
I just got into bludgeoning.
Yeah.
I've been a slashy boy for a long time, and now I want to boink things.
You want to boink them.
Yes.
Give them a boink.
I'll let you take the first one.
I'd say thunk.
A thunk?
And what I would do with number 16 is throw it in the garbage. But if I was going to use it to thunk, it would be Var's Bouquet.
I can't believe that's considered a hammer.
Oh, it's a bunch of fucking flowers. Steel mace resembling a charming bouquet of roses. 65 blood loss buildup. Extremely low damage compared to any other arcane scaling or occult affinity weapon.
Plus it's Ares.
And I hate him.
Yeah, we don't like that guy. He's not invited to hangouts.
I'm Ansbach, and he's with like my Lord of Blood, and no one invites him to the parties.
No.
Everyone hates this clown.
Kick him out of the Discord.
Take his roses, put him in the garbage. No one wanted him.
Burn the puppets.
Burn the puppets.
Yeah, burn all of those. Number 15, we have the War Pick, which I used a whole bunch with my Wretch build, because you can pick one up almost immediately in the game. It's a very early drop where you pick up the first map of Limgrave. You can farm one pretty easy there. It says 2%, but I've picked it up several times in several different playthroughs.
Yeah, well, you kill a lot of those enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
War Pick is a battle hammer with a protruding beak. So it's like a claw hammer, but instead of having the claw, it's just like kind of a little spike.
Yes.
A pickaxe designed for combat it's like a pickaxe designed for combat in essence.
Yes.
It does piercing damage,
which is different.
Which is pretty cool.
Yes, this is like if you want to go into the mines, it's like you got double purpose. I'm trying to think of though, like it's got the hammer, it's got the bludgeon, but it's also got the pierce.
Yeah.
Which it can be used for multiple attacks.
Animation on it is pretty quick too. So you can attack pretty fast, which as a wretch in my underwear, I needed to.
You're just a crazy man running around in his little tidy whities with a hammer.
I dual wielded it with the club, the starting club.
Yeah.
And it was a fun little build for a while.
And they're like, is he just rubbing grease all over his hammer? Like,
get over here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just a low drop rate on the War Pick. Same goes for number 14, the club. It's a thick, solid lump of wood.
I find this egregious.
You like the club.
This should be much, much, much higher on the list.
I know you're attached to it, and it's fine.
It's actually really good.
Well, so are the other hammers. You know, the thing is, any of these weapons we're talking about, you can kill enemies with.
That's true.
And you're just so good at using the club that you overcome its deficiencies.
It is a very solid starting weapon.
It's the starting weapon for the wrench. 2% drop rate. Could be better.
Big fan. It'll carry you a ways. I think after Godric, once you start getting into... actually, it's still really good when you get to the Academy because you run into some enemies that you can only affect by using bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Next up, we got a hammer. It's a hammer.
Number 13, the hammer. It's a hammer.
Hammer. It's hammer time. Used by MC Hammer to break his bank account. Next.
No, next. Number 12, the envoy's horn. From a hammer to the horn of an envoy, welcoming the next god. It is golden horn of the Oracle envoys, originally an instrument, but one that cannot be sounded by a mere human. Also deals holy damage. Unique skill, the oracular bubble. Blow on the horn to release a magic bubble. The bubble floats gently through the air towards its target and can fucking annoy you if you're on a tree branch. 2% drop rate.
Yeah. You say that again. Use this for your SpongeBob build.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the curved club, which is what they call my penis.
For hitting that sweet spot.
Number 11, the curved club. Wielded by Albernarix, lacking dexterity. 2% drop rate. I don't think I've ever encountered this weapon.
It's a club with a little curve to it. You know what you're talking about. Number 10, mace. It's like a hammer with sharp protrusions.
Next. I like maces. This next one I've used quite a bit in my Wretch build is the Morning Star.
Yes. Not to be confused with maces. People get them confused sometimes.
They do. I was not lying when I said that I got into bludgeoning pretty hard with my new build.
Yeah.
The mace, however...
You know, some kids cut when they're younger, but you bludgeon. You've just been hitting yourself.
Punching yourself in the head. The mace is actually...
Tyler's been bludgeoning.
Does the mace... No, I'm thinking Morningstar. Never mind. Battle hammer comprised of a globe attached to a handle.
Yep.
It is spiky, and it does 50 blood loss buildup.
Yeah.
Low stat requirements, huge base damage, good scaling, easy availability early in the game, and innate bleeding damage make this a good backup weapon for any player, but especially casters looking for magic or fire-infused weapons. And as the Wretch, you can find this very early, and it is very useful. The only thing I don't like about it is the it does blood loss build up, and you find it so early. And as a wretch, I wanted to try something different, and I just made a blood build.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to rely on blood again.
Yeah.
So I found myself using the standard mace or the war pick or the club over this one until I got into a pickle, and then I had to fall back to old reliable.
The Morning Star is fun because when you swing it, but if you miss like that timing for the attack, it kind of feels like a wet fart. Number 8, the Spiked Club. It's a club with beast fangs wrapped around the end, given only to the toughest demi-humans. All right, you're tough as nails. We put some teeth on this for you. 50 blood loss buildup, 2% drop rate. It's pretty effective, and you can't speak highly enough of blood loss. It's turns out if you attack someone with someone else's teeth, you can make them bleed with it. So
I did that in Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sure you did, you and Grogu.
Yeah. Well,
He's a Mandalorian type build?
No, he's a well, I guess it's even funnier that he's a half orc because he is green.
Yeah.
Number 7, Ringed Finger, which is a special weapon.
Very cool.
And here we go. Put it in the echelon of beating a motherfucker with part of another motherfucker.
Yes. It's a big finger. It's a, you originally saw this and you're like, ooh, that's one of those big finger creepers. And then you realize after playing the DLC that could definitely be part of Meta. It might be part of the mother fingers. And you can take that finger back to her, give her the finger.
And then beat her with her own
finger
finger.
her with it.
You can finger her with her own finger.
Yeah.
You know what? That's something everybody can enjoy.
Tell your friends.
Say what you will about beating a motherfucker with a motherfucker, but fucking a motherfucker with that motherfucker's finger, that's really fucking cool.
We are a mature rated podcast. Yes.
Dude, that was the most F words I've said in tangent.
Dude, you're like a Limp Bizkit song from the fucking 2000s.
I just want to break stuff, which is what I typically do with number 6 here.
Turns out the ring finger does have pretty long reach, which is fun, and the unique skill is great.
It's called the Claw Flick.
Yes.
Causes the finger to swell, then flex to build up strength before flicking enemies like you would flick your little brother in the forehead when he annoyed you.
Love that.
I do that. I did that a lot.
Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin.
Number 6, the monks flamanants, or flame mace. The monks flame mace.
Flamanants.
Flamanants. That's a battle hammer made to resemble flickering flames, weapon of the fire monks. R2 is just a massive downswing that gets stuck in the ground, which is fun. So if you miss it, boom.
And now you're stuck.
And now you're stuck. And yeah, I like the fire monks. I like that it looks like flames. It's an effective mace.
Number 5, Scepter of the All-Knowing.
That's my boy.
Special weapon.
My boy Gideon.
your
You're
boy.
dead because we killed you, but we love you.
R.I.P. Scepter in the form of a hand grasping a pearl, signature weapon of Sir Gideon Ofnir, the All-Knowing. The pearl stands for the world, the heavens, and an eye, representing the many forms of knowledge never fully attainable, ever knowing that the All-Knowing's hand grasps for it, which is just super good fucking lore for a pretty well-designed weapon.
Yeah.
I remember staring at it every single time I start a new game and you talk to Gideon for the first time. Because
He's just, fuck off, get out of my living room.
You may rest here, but you are not one of us. Yeah, I've looked at this weapon a whole bunch. I never really used it, though, because it deals magic damage on top of everything.
It's kind of later in the game, too.
Yeah.
At that point, you've probably fallen into a good play style for that run.
Unique skill for this bad boy is knowledge above all, baby. Raise the scepter to manifest the realm of the all-knowing. Enemy magic and holy damage negation will be reduced for all entities within the area, including the caster. Reduces magic and holy damage negation by 10%, self-included, and it lasts for 60 seconds. That is a kind of a scary skill. I don't like anything that hurts me or debuffs me.
Sometimes you got to do it. Knowledge is power. Number 4, the Nox Flowing Hammer. It's a mace shaped like a suspended metal droplet wielded by monks of the Eternal City. Unique skill. Guess what? It's also a whip. It whips now. Temporarily transforms armament into its liquid form. Swing the armament like a whip to strike surroundings before slamming its teardrop-shaped head down. Nox monks seem to be able to turn this weapon into 2 spiked shields that resemble pierce shields from Dark Souls, or into a large silver manifer from a single close-range smashing attack, though this one is rare. Unfortunately, we can't do any of that, but we can take a hammer, turn it into a stretchy Armstrong, and slap someone in the face with it, which is what I call a good recipe for a good time.
This is one of the first times hammer was not like
Up in the top.
up in the top.
Yeah.
Hammer was pretty early.
Yep.
Because we're on number 3 now, and that's the Flower Stone Gavel.
A little fancy.
Love the name. Sounds like an emo band.
It really does. They're really emo.
Weapon of Florisax, a dragon stone hammer resembling an ancient flower, deals 30% damage against dragon-type enemies, deals 15% damage against ancient dragon-type enemies.
Classic.
Receives a C in scaling for both our strength and arcane at +10, making it a good weapon for strength arcane builds. Builds with enough faith to get access to some of the lightning spells will also be able to take better advantage of the Ash of War's lightning defense debuff on opponents. The unique skill is Flower Dragon Bolt, which is the name of their first single.
Yeah.
Calls down the red lightning of the ancient dragons to strike a target. Deals lightning damage and also temporarily reduces target's lightning damage negation. Can be charged to increase its power. Also applies a debuff that decreases the target's lightning resistance by 23% uncharged and 30% fully charged. That is pretty fucking cool. But again, it's one of those weapons where it's really, really only useful fighting dragons, and normally I'm running away from them.
Goodbye. Number 2, America's Hammer. This is the stone hammer made in the lands of the Newman, outside the lands between. The tool with which Queen America shattered the Elden Ring and Radagon attempted to repair it. This will also deal holy damage. Unique skill, the Gold Breaker, where you leap high up into the air, and while suspended, imbue the rune shard with light before smashing it down hard into the ground. Radagon has done this to you multiple times. The heroic Radagon, he might have killed you with this. The skill consists of the character jumping to the air while swinging the hammer back, levitating, and then lunging forward to a large AoE. The lunge portion travels significant horizontal distance and moves in an arc, bringing the character slightly higher into the air from the levitating point before slamming it down. Approximately the size of a rune bear is the AoE.
That's a good way of putting it.
Everything should be measured in rune bears.
Yeah, that's a good unit of measurement for the lands between.
I am officially 1/10 rune bear tall.
I weigh the same
On their
as a
hind
rune
legs.
bear.
On their hind legs. And that's scary because
Yeah.
you're 5'10".
I'm a dense little package.
You're thick, dude. Dude, you're thick. Freya's thick. Yeah, as an airborne skill, it has infinite hyper armor for as long as the character's feet don't touch the ground. Super powerful, unique skill, super powerful hammer, and it is the best of the special hammers.
Couldn't quite beat out number 1, though, because at number 1, at the tippy top of the Hammer Mountain, we have the Stone Club.
It's just a club.
Weapon of battle mages, honed from hard glintstone.
Clitstone?
You put glintstone.
Clitstone?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says clitstone.
Glintstone.
Glintstone. The R1 attacks of this weapon are more vertical than those of other hammers, with each attack hitting the ground in front of the player. This can be useful against smaller enemies, but can make dealing with hordes somewhat more challenging. Highest attack rating of all infusible hammers, attacks more quickly than most hammers, really good on pure strength builds, and also gets solid scaling on the other infusion pathways for split builds as well. You got a lot of versatility with this bad boy, and you're gonna like the way you look.
There's a reason that most of the number 1s are infusible weapons. They wind up just being the best. Number 20 in the weapon categories. This is or maybe not our 20th. It's another category. We're going to go to another category. It's flails. This is a subtype of hammer that are more oriented towards dexterity, can inflict single powerful strikes against hostile characters, but they are rather slow, shine with guard counters and jump attacks. They have a unique sweet spot mechanic where hitting with the ball of the weapon deals more damage than the stick part of the weapon. Flails are great backup weapons for builds heavily invested in dexterity when coming across enemies with high resistance to slash and pierce attacks. Enemies with said resistances often have an innate weakness to strike attacks, which dexterity weapons often lack, making flails a perfect backup plan for areas or bosses where dexterity users usually struggle with low damage and or attacks bouncing off the enemies. And this is another one of the weird ones where the flail category and the worst weapon in the flail category is the flail. And it's a bludgeoning head attached to a handle by a chain. Iron ball is spiked and induces blood loss. 50 blood loss buildup, you can do better.
Be better. Like number 5, the chain link flail. A spiked iron tube connected or attached by a chain wielded by Mad Pumpkin heads. 50% blood loss offers an S scaling in strength when heavily infused. That is interesting. I did not know that. I might have to go back and look at that.
The more you know. Number 4, Bastard Stars. A flail which deals magic damage, having been imbued with power by the remembrance of Estelle. Formed of the same many-colored star debris that comprise the form of the natural born of the void, deals more magic damage than physical damage, and plus 20% damage to gravity-type enemies. It's cool in that it looks like a bunch of planets and stars. It looks like something you'd pick up in science class, and you would hit someone, and it would break, and the teacher would get upset at you. The unique skill Nebula imbues the natural-born stars with magic to perform a sweeping strike. This attack leaves a dark cloud of stars in its wake that lingers briefly before exploding. The Bastard Stars version of this skill causes the character to lunge forward and spin the weapon in a large circle, spreading the stars in a roughly 340-degree curve around the character, slightly in front of the starting position. However, the star explosions seem to only hit at most once per enemy, regardless of enemy size or positioning.
Don't like that.
But it's a stylish-looking weapon. It gets a little bit of flair if you want to do a nerd build. I won't hit you with my pocket protector.
Here's an attack from my wrist calculator.
My name is Sagan. Carl Sagan. Sorry, I love him.
Number 3, we have the Knight Rider Flail. You've been killed with this weapon probably a few times if you've played this game for any duration.
It's kind of fun. I miss it. I miss getting killed by the Knight Rider Flail. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A flail with 2 additional bludgeoning heads.
In case one wasn't enough.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to go big.
Yeah.
Weapon of the Knights Cavalry who ride funeral steeds and fuck up your day.
And I got a boner.
50 blood loss buildup. This was the only flail that I used when I tried to use a flail until we talk about the next one, because the next one is particularly my favorite.
But let me just say one more time. The Knight Rider Flail is cool. It looks great. And it's a weapon that has a good story of how you got it. Mm-hmm. Once you accomplish like defeating that member of the Knights Cavalry, you remember it, and it's cool getting it for yourself. I love the Knights Cavalry. That's usually one of my endgame armors. They just look the drip. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. But number 2, family heads. Now this is beating motherfuckers with your own family. That's a little dark even for me.
I think I put it at the tippy top of hitting a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Well, and actually it's your wife. And your kid.
Hitting a mofo with
a mother
and a little fucker.
There you go. Perfect. This is 3 bludgeoning copperheads attached to a handle by chains.
It is you talk about stories on how you pick up a weapon. I like this one.
It's kind of ridiculous. Signature weapon of Necromancer Garrus, the heretical sage. The heads were made up to resemble those of his wife and 2 children. Whether or not they actually are, we don't know. Also deals magic damage. Unique skill, Familial Rancor, where you gently rattle the copperheads.
Like a little Salvation Army bell.
To summon vengeful spirits that chase down foes. The anguish of a spouse and children invites a cursed wrath.
I'm led to believe that he encased the heads in copper or bronze or whatever it was, and then attached them.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You walk into a cave, and this is like the end of the cave. You find this guy. He's got a great character design. He's super spooky.
Yeah.
He uses the weapon against you, and when you kill him, you get the weapon. And I used it for a while because it was back when I was doing a spell blade.
Yeah.
And so I had intelligence, so I used it, and it was fun.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of heads.
I like it.
You're a monster.
It's not quite number 1, though, on our list. Number 1, however, is the Serpent Flail special weapon. A flail with coiled snakes for bludgeoning heads. Fire roars within the snake's bodies, inflicting horrible burns. Deals more fire damage than physical. The unique skill, Flaro Serpent.
I don't love the name of the skill. It could be cooler.
Yeah, no.
Flaro Serpent.
Yeah, they should have put some Latin in there or something.
Yeah. Jeez.
Make it cool.
Easy.
Ignites a flame inside the snakes, temporarily empowering flame attack. Once ignited, strong attacks and other moves that strike the ground will cause an explosion. It lasts for 30 seconds, which is a hell of a long time. Adds 90 fire damage to the weapon. Seems to be a callback to the boom hammer from Bloodborne, which I don't know anything about, but anything called a boom hammer makes me think of a boomstick.
Yes. Serpent Flail is just very effective, and anything that does innate fire damage is rare enough. And it's cool. Adding 90 fire damage to the weapon as well. That's substantial, and that's why it's number 1 in our Flails. And that's going to be the end of today, because we got to get the bell to the volleyball.
I got to get the bell to the volleyball, yes.
But thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you've been following along, that means you have good taste. And if you have good taste, we'd appreciate it if you told your favorite podcast listening app and write a review or tell your friends.
I want you to go out on the street today, find a stranger, and tell them about Hair of the Dogcast. Tell them about Elden Dogs.
Tell them about the Elden Dogs.
Tell them that we talked about the family heads.
The family heads.
Just let them know.
Spread the word.
Spread the good word.
Spread the word of the hammer. And yeah, check out all the other amazing shows on the Hair of the Dogcast Network. We, of course, or the Dogcast Network. It's still new to me. But we have the Dogcast, which is our podcast just about video game news. We have Raw Dogs, where we do deep dives into other video games outside of Elden Ring. There are some. And Popcorn Dogs, where me and Tyler here just talk about movies.
Yeah, we just covered Dracula not too long ago.
Yes, and we love it.
Do we?
Listen to find out. Special thanks to Patreon executive producers Rycard, Christy Nick Malakip, The Black Blade, Blackguard Big Brian Ward, Jordan Hoslow, Sorceress of Blood, Festering Fingerprint Phil Wright, Red Bear Phil, just Red Bear Tyler, thank you. Bell Bearing Hunter, Bryant Ross, Crucible Knight, Kelly Gutowski, Justin Melliesmer, the Impaler, D-Man, the Azula Beastman, Lady Freya, and brand new Patreon executive producer, Spell Machinist, Levi Wayne.
Welcome to the family. I promise not to cut your head off and use it in my flail.
Well, spell machinists are hard to find, but they make super cool firearms and they disappear from the planet.
I doubt I would even be able to accomplish that.
You'd be dead.
I would be dead.
You'd be dead.
There's only one of our executive producers that I could beat in a fist fight. And that is Justin Melliesmer, the Impaler.
Yeah.
Because been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
I love my little brother.
Yes, and if you want access to episodes early and bonus content, check out patreon.com/hairthedogcast. Lots of great content there, but we appreciate your support, and we will be seeing you next time for more weapons in Elden Ring.